since I died. And I might as well use a few humanity on this to kindle this up. And I'll just kindle it to full 20, whatever. Can I? Oh, right. Duh. Okay. So I took all those souls from Syrian down in there. Wasn't a good idea. Oh, and I only needed 3. Whatever. So I could have just used two of those. I get invaded a lot here, so I want to do this quickly. Okay. These guys drop some pretty unique items, so I guess I will do my item drop ring for this stuff. Looks like I'm getting invaded. But it could be by the NPC. I don't know what the range is on that. Playing a game like this, well, playing specifically this game in like Eastern time, prime time for games is not necessarily a good idea if you don't want to get invaded, but hey, whatever. Oop, that guy almost got me to fall off a cliff. If I get invaded, so what? I already kindled the bonfire, that's what's important here. And if I can get over to the area that the invasion happens in, then so much the better. There we go. Which is over here. Let's lure this guy over. Okay. Notice how they have like a bunch of face things on them. Now, remember the Covenant of Artorias says he went into the Abyss. Interesting to note that he, there we go. Marvelous Chester. Marvelous Chester is the NPC from earlier. The guy who sells... Oh, going the wrong way. The stuff. If you beat him here, he actually stays there and will confront you. He's not especially hard. Even compared to some of the other NPC summons. Although he's probably harder baseline, like compared to at the point you meet some of the other ones. He's got an interesting crossbow, and unfortunately you don't get his armor when you kill him, which looks really cool. You get some kind of like Guy Fawkes mask and stuff like that. Alright, so we're going to be more aggressive with these sorcerers here. So there's that over there is that roof that you can fight the crystal gecko on. I'm just going to ignore him. But you can also just roll off here. If I would roll, Well, there goes a bunch of souls. 26,000. Why didn't it roll, man? I pushed the button and it didn't roll. Whatevs. Okay, I've at least demonstrated that it's possible to do that, so I'm not going to bother wasting my time trying to get it that way. You can just jump off over here, and it's much easier that way. And what you can do is you can kind of sneak your way over to here using that, which puts you over here by the sorcerers. And I'm just going to magic them because, well, it's stronger. Nope. Yeah, these guys drop green Titanite shards. I got one from one of the other ones while I was going back to my body. Well, that didn't work. Okay. So, are you a mimic? Nope. Okay. So we get from here is Dark Orb. Dark Orb is a new type of spell. It's a dark... Well, is it a sorcery? Yes. And it uses the... well, it's sort of like a fireball that uses intelligence. We can actually use those, and I'll use this later. One of the things about them is that they actually get a bonus from strength for some specific... what are they called? Channel-y thingies. The wands. And not talismans, that's the catalysts. Herp. Oh, by the way, this is back just over here. So, oh, I actually want to go up here, don't I? Yes. Because I need to get back. So move on to the rest of the township. I'm trying to remember where each of these secret areas are. There's a bunch of them. Most of them are just like nothing. Oh, and I never showed off the pendant. Deflects dark. Engraves the crest of Artorias. Presented to Artorias for facing the abyss, effectively deflects the dark of the abyss, especially in its magic forms. That's going to be very important on the boss area later, potentially. It is possible for me to do it without it. I have done so, but I'm going to try to be doing it properly, I suppose. I think that Knight Artorias is actually harder than the final boss of the area, but that's also because there's a really cool summon for that I can't pass up. Although the summon does make it not necessarily easier because it gives the boss more HP. And the summon's not all that useful, but I do it because it's cool. It can distract the boss and let you heal sometimes, so it's not completely worthless. It's not like the summons for the Gaping Dragon that actively make it harder. So this is actually a mimic. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to kill it. Oh. Well, that's awful. Oh, good. Okay. I was hoping that that would work. Sometimes if the enemy falls off a cliff and is going to drop something, you just do this.
Very good.
And these are basically used for, I guess, for communication for... One of these days I'm going to equip a longbow and shoot that guy. Today is not that day. I don't really care about that. I have gotten enough Twinkling Titanite for now. Oh, we got another bloated head. Is this one of those areas that we can use the light in? I don't remember where they all are. Ooh, almost walked off the edge there. No, apparently not. Since I'm gonna have to heal myself anyway. Because there's a sorcerer at the end of this bridge. Run. Now these attacks actually deal a combination of magical and physical damage. Don't fall off. Hoping that I'll get one of these to drop their helmets too. I suppose it's just their heads, but you can wear them as helmets. I'd say that's true of the pig helmet too, but that actually was a helmet that was on the pig. The pig was wearing armor. Now, this is a dangerous place because there's a bunch of these guys. Now, these are some dark areas. There are some dark areas where you will see those guys, and you can see their eyes glowing in the darkness. It's pretty cool. And I can see an area over there. Can't get there for now, but soon we'll be able to get over there. A large Titanite shard. I think I need more chunks than shards at this point. I think I'm kind of past the point where those are useful. Oh. I should probably switch to my talisman. No, I kind of missed out on the strongest talisman I can get because, well, the talisman you get from letting what's-her-name die is pretty strong. Ah. You know what? Whatever. Oh, it's not going to let me do that? Okay, fine. Now, one of the reasons I don't two-hand my weapons too much is that my strength isn't that good. And it only increases the bonus from your strength. It doesn't just make your weapons deal more damage no matter what. I do it sometimes because I don't... I mean, my strength's not awful. But my weapon doesn't scale very well on strength either. He's doing one of those crazy moves over there. Oh, I got poisoned. Oh, oh. Ah. It's me having my other stuff equipped. Okay, I'll meet you back over here. Okay, I'm back here, and as you can see, I've actually had to redo this area a couple times because, well, I kept dying here. And because there's two sorcerers down here, and it's kind of tough to take them both on at once. Unfortunately, oops, I don't really have anything, because of the positioning of everything, I don't really have the wherewithal to actually get to some of these with a good thing, because I can't roll over this railing here. It won't let me. And I basically am just trying to lure the other guys out, but they're not coming out. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to resort to shooting at them, which is fine. Which I don't normally like to do, but hey. Whatever. And I know I've never showed this off before, but it's basically the preferred method of pulling enemies towards you. It's just to get out a longbow, and you can do it with other bows too. The longbow is the most effective because, well, it's got the longest range. Although this black bow of Ferris is sort of a modified longbow. It has an even longer range, but stats are higher on it. So, whatever. Just any bow, really. Oh, I can't do that because of the friggin' thing in the way. If I can get all these melee guys over here, it wouldn't take as long. I didn't get this guy. There we go. I was trying to get both of them. Okay, so now we just have the magic duders. There we go. Trying to exploit the fact that I could move there, but it didn't work right away. Okay, now we're in pretty good shape here. Now there's a thing over here. You can get a soul of a hero. Nice. This might be one of the areas that have these secret things in it. Let's take care of the rest of these guys first. Now, there's some more guys up there. These guys, I believe, are actually stronger than the ones we fought before. At the very least, I think they deal more damage. But I'm not sure. They may all be the same. They give more souls, I think, though. So they probably are stronger. Okay, so this leads out into the next area, right? Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to find a way up to that one area, which is right here. Now we're going to be coming back down, so I will check that area for hidden passages and such. But to get up here, and really, I kind of like this area because it's kind of it's interesting in the fact that it doesn't exist elsewhere, and it's a big area that's not connected to anything, which is cool. Most of the other bigger areas are kind of attached to other areas and things like that. Is there anything else over here? Right, that's where I jumped down to there. And this is where that dude was standing up here. Okay. And right, I go across that right there. Okay. I see. I see what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get across to there. And the easiest way to do that is just to roll through here. Although there might be an easier place than that to roll. This is a mimic. Just making sure that there's no guys in my way when I'm fighting it. Alright. Alright, let's dumbfire a great lightning spear right into his face. Oh, he got me. Oh, I survived. I didn't know it was possible to survive that. I know with some grabs you can, which is why I was pushing buttons. There we go. So here we get the crest key, which is useful for unlocking... Well, you can fight the last boss without this, but you kind of want to have this, I suppose, is a better way of saying that. So here you... Oh God, I didn't want to do that yet. Because it's... I believe it's theoretically possible to fight the optional boss of the area. I say optional boss of the area as if these bosses weren't all optional. What was I saying? The thing about that is that... Oh, well, I forgot about that. Dark fog. Yeah, that's how we get that. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, it makes it easier. And it unlocks an NPC who's cool. Well, I kind of gave away earlier who it was, so I'll just say it's Goff. So now we're... Okay. Just trying to get my bearings again. So let's check this area for secrets. I don't know if I never bought the lingering dragon crest ring, which would have been useful here for this, but hey, whatever. I could just like look up a list or something, but whatever. We can explore a little bit. This one? Nope. I'm about on this big ass fireplace. Nope. The place I suspected was over here. And here. But it is in fact not one. There's more later. Alright, so let's move on then. And if I missed any that they don't have anything important in them. We've gotten the important ones. I'm just trying to remember where everything is. Notice this building is sideways, like fell down. Over here, we've got a shortcut. Which takes us up. Up, up, up. To here. And now this area isn't nearly so annoying. Even if I were to die horribly right here, it wouldn't be a disaster because all the bonfires right over here. Fighting for these guys is not a fun time. Unless you're into dying. I heard some people are into that. Oh god, that guy didn't die. Okay, drink, drink, drink. Ah. There's a guy behind me. No. That flail move they do right there, that can get you. Okay, so there's only one left. Let's not get killed by this guy. There we go. So that was like half of the enemies in this area. No big deal. It's like, what, 4 of those? And I haven't gotten one sorcerer one yet. The sorcerer ones are rare, obviously. You didn't decide to come down? And that's one of the reasons I say that this is a very conveniently placed bonfire. There's a lot to be said about the placement of this one. So let's get rid of this. Get our lightning bolt back. Now, one of the things I wondered is that are these guys technically undead? Oh, and since I'm over here, why am I going... Oh. Had that bow equipped. I don't know. I don't know if these guys are technically undead. I'm not sure if they... They probably count as undead. That would be my guess. Oh, right, I went too far. But I'm not sure if they technically should be, but maybe the undeading process. So over here is the kind of Battle of Stoicism, which is the online arenas thing. And you look at that stuff. Dual Legends. You can see some of these people. Yeah. I'm probably not going to bother doing that. But up here, we can find a friendo. And I should probably level up when I get back down. Now, I got that key. Oh, and over here there's an item. I got that key from that chest. And it's pretty far into level, but, I mean, the shortcut comes up right up here. You wouldn't necessarily know what to do with that unless you came up here. And it does describe what it is on there. The crest key. Nope. Doesn't say shit. But up here, there's a door. Use a crest key. And here's a ladder. So I don't know why the door wasn't at the top of the ladder. Or even how this man got here. Certainly didn't come in that way. Try attacking. I don't think so. At least not yet.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Then I killed his girlfriend.
If thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
You might recognize his voice from those thingies.
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog?
Look at his bow. Look at this crazy bow. You can actually get this. To do that, you have to beat the dragon, I think. And he's carving these thingies.
Well, thou comest again. Thou art a strange one.
But we can buy various things from him, including a couple more of these carvings. And I could always use more prism stones. He sells Homer bones for pretty cheap, and he sells some shards and stuff. He also sells Goth's great arrows, which are used for the bow. Okay.
Farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
We have to activate something
Well,
before we actually get him to trigger what he actually does. So let's go do that after we level up and stuff. Now where we want to go here is down into that canyon. I'm doing this before I do the rest of it because it's just a convenient place to do it. I probably won't fight Calamite before I do the rest of this area. And as I said, this character may not be well suited for fighting Calamite at all. At least at this level, I'd probably have to grind up, which I'd be willing to do, certainly. Alright, let's level up first. Because I may die doing this. But, oh, you know what? I might want to get to the next bonfire first. Yeah. Oops. I forgot. I actually did rest at the bonfire. You can just run past these guys onto the thing. Later, dudes. Sometimes they'll jump down and kill themselves. There's sort of a mini-boss here, though, so perhaps this wasn't a good idea. Oh, I'm going backwards. And there's a bunch of dudes up here. That's not what I want. Okay. A lot of times there's like these little ledges, and you might think there's something off of them, but there isn't. Okay. Let's replace that with our... Wrong way. Canvas Talisman. Oh, there's also another friggin' set of Titanite demons I haven't fought yet. Oh, shit. Well, I'm not far from the bonfire, at least. Let's go to the next bonfire, guys. Before I do that, before I level up. The reason I want to get to the next bonfire is not to do anything specific. It's because I have 5 liquid humanities. Oh, crap. I forgot. Bye. That certainly wouldn't have helped if I had my binoculars equipped for that. Alright, I'm committed now, though. So. Let's do this in exactly the same way. Oh, jeez. Die. I got both of them. That's good. That's what I was hoping for, but unfortunately I didn't get this one. Hardly matters. As long as I can get up close to these guys. Oh, poison. Ooh. That's the dark mist thing. There we go. Alright, here's where the mini-boss, I suppose, is. It's kind of a weird thing. You'll see him here. He's got like a bunch of weapons and junk attached to him. He's sort of like the armored boar in that he has a lot of defense against attacks, physical attacks, and that your weapons will kind of bounce off of him. He's fairly weak against lightning attacks, though. So I'm well suited for fighting these guys. And he'll drop various parts of the chain set. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So, now we've got 77,000 souls. And that guy doesn't respawn, by the way. Which is one of the reasons I refer to him as a mini-boss.